Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sin Blackblade and welcome back to my channel. And for today we're gonna take a look at the Witch Loli-Mancer build. So it's basically a fire build, and the reason that I called it a Loli-Mancer was because of the effects of the Primordial chain, which made the golems a bit smaller. So they look like lolis running around the place doing massive amounts of damage and all of that and all of that stuff. Well, anyway, as you can see in the video above, that is a I should say that the fire golems are actually doing a much more better job of killing legions. This is because of the large AoE that they do, the large AoE damage that they do. Although there are some times that the damage is still a bit low, because of course if you go higher higher towards the maps, as you do higher level maps, the monsters' lives actually increase. So. I think the only thing that we could do afterwards is to just level up and then get as much jeweled sockets as we can to get as much primordial harmony jewels as we can. But I think it's still pretty OP. It's just that sometimes you gotta get into whatever monster that you want to kill as fast as possible, and they do still a significant amount of damage. Now we're gonna take a look at another clip. I think this is the ice whatever map. So as you can see, they are doing a pretty hefty amount of damage. The clear speed is actually pretty good, especially when you're looking for that particular chest or particular monster that you want to kill. They do quite the job, I guess. But then again, one of the issues is that they're really just not doing as much damage as I want them to do for now, because I haven't actually completed getting as much primordial harmony as I can. I did complete the set. We already have an anima and all of that, which we will talk about later. But then with golem builds, what you need to do is you need to level up, get as much jeweled sockets as you can, and then increase the so that you can increase the overall damage of the golems. We're gonna take a look at another clip again. Alright, so this is the Arachnid's Nest, I believe. So it is doing a pretty good job. Although I think one of the issues here will be if you have an area, or if you're doing a map with walls in them, that's gonna like impede your progress into killing as much legion as you want to. Because you have to recall the minions wherever you are, and the recall or the convocation has a cooldown. I do die in this in this map because there's a rare monster there that spawned a what do you call this? The which has a bubble, or a protection bubble, and the only way for you to be able to kill that monster is to go inside it. And as you can see, the golems don't know that. The fire golems don't know how to that they need to go inside. So I do die, and then I go back, and when I go back, you just go. I just went straight to the said monster and just resummoned them inside the resummoned the fire golems inside the bubble in order to kill the rare monster. So that's one of the issues there, because mostly the fire golems does a projectile attack, and those rare monsters which has those bubbles actually it's actually protected from projectiles, I believe. So you have to be inside them in order to kill them, or inside the bubble, I should say, in order to kill them. So finally, we're gonna take a look at this. What is this? I think this is a temple map. Again, this shows the issues when it comes to having a golemancer, or a flame golem build, because as you can see, this area has a lot of walls. It has a lot of verticality into it, and it's going to be difficult for the golems to actually kill whatever you want them to kill. But then again, they will do the job regardless. So you just have to spot the legions that you really want to kill, and then the golems will do the rest. I got a fossil incubator right there, and I believe that I'm going to get another incubator right here, which is the, take a look at what that is. Mysterious Incubator. Yeah, I think that's just an item, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is an item. All right, so with that said, let's get into the build proper. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the build right now. So this is not going to be the build wherein you're gonna get the Necromancer Aegis. That's a whole new route. What I really want for this build is to have like 10 golems in the playing field. But if you want to go with the Necromantic Aegis route, you can do so. It's just that you're going to probably run out of what do you call this? Run out of skills or skill points, or you're going to need to level up. Furthermore, probably up until level 90 in order to be able to complete the required skill nodes. First of all, we did take the Elementalist to get the Liege of the Primordial and the Elemancer. As you can see, I haven't actually completed it yet. But then if I do, I'd probably just get two of these, maybe get the Paragon of Calamity, or either the Shaper of Desolation or the Paragon of Calamity. And then afterwards, it's going to be a standard Golemancer build, getting the Lord of the Dead, the jewel socket here for for our jewels, Primordial Might over there, and then Cruel Preparation. We got the Death Attunement, and then as I discussed in the previous video before this, we did get the Elegant Hubris Timeless Jewel over here in order for us to get the Slumlord. It changes. It depends where you want to put the elegant the elegant hubris. If you put it here, the slumlord becomes somewhere here. I'm not exactly sure where. If you put it here, it's going to be different again. So yeah, for me, I think this is the easiest spot or the easiest place for me for the shortest path in order to get the slumlord. Minions deal 80% increased damage, which is really really huge, and it's going to bump up the damage of the fire golems really really greatly. We got the Purity of the Flesh over here, the Righteous Army, Spiritual Aid, and Redemption, all of the minion skill nodes over there. Spiritual Command, Sacrifice. We got the Discipline and Training here for life. I'm gonna get this one if I do continue this build. But quite honestly, I'm already done with this build. I want to go through the melee part of the whole Legion, of the whole patch, and I want to get into it. So we did get the Devotion over here. We did get finally the Anima Stone, put it over there. We've gotten the Quick Recovery over here, another Jeweled Socket here, Primordial Eminence. We've gotten the Elemental Equilibrium, so that when we do curse the monsters using the Ball Lightning, they're going to be much more susceptible to the fire damage of the Fire Golem. And then we went ahead and gotten the Minion Life Leash over here, and then the Grave Pack. Again, it's a pretty standard Minion build or Golem build. It really depends. The only difference would be if you want to go with, again, the Shield and the Necromantic Aegis. If you want to go that route, you can do so. Again, you're going to need much more skill points. We've got another Primordial Harmony over here. We've gotten all of the life skill nodes over here, and then finally Cold Resistance, another Jeweled Socket over here. Now the build is at level 81, so 82, 83, 84. Level 84, you could get another Jeweled Socket over there. 85, 86, 87, another Jeweled Socket over here. And if you wanna push it some more, 88, 89, 90, 91. So yeah, probably at level 92 you could get 3 more Primordial Harmonies, and then finally max out or super increase the effectiveness or the damage of your Fire Golems. Alright, so let's get into the skill tree, the items I should say. So this will be a dual Clay Shaper build. If you can, get a Bone Helmet, because that's going to have a 20% increase to your minions. Of course, we're going to get the Primordial Chain. As much as possible, get as less damage as possible. I think it goes down to about 35% less damage. So if you can get that, I highly suggest you do. Now, I wasn't able to get the Skin of the Loyal, which is a standard part of any Golemancer build, simply because nowadays it's really really expensive. I think it's more than one EX and above per piece. So yeah, I wasn't able to. I didn't have the C's or the currency in order to buy it. But then Tabula Rasa is also kind of nice. I'm not exactly sure if you could finish the entire map level in the Atlas, 15 and above with this one. But highly suggest you get the Skin of the Loyal. For the rest, it's just life and resist, additional dexterity because the greater multiple projectiles requires a huge amount of dexterity. As you can see, I'm still lacking it. Ideally, I want to put some dexterity over here. If I could, buy a gloves which has life and then resist and then dexterity, that would be great. For the belt, nothing really special, just life and resist. I chose a heavy belt because of the strength, more strength, more life. Again, got a really good ring over here, and this is also my boots, life and then resistances, and then I've crafted a 20% increased movement speed over there. Yeah, so it's going to be attached to our Flame Golem. That's going to be attached to minion damage, spell echo, greater multiple projectiles, fire penetration, and combustion support skill gem. If you can afford a really good empower level 3 or level 4 with a 20 quality, I highly suggest that you do so. For me, I don't have the C's to buy it, so I'm just using fire penetration instead. For the rest of the skill gem, we have Flesh Offering, Flame Dash, and Convocation attached to faster casting. And then we have CWTT attached to Immortal Call. That's going to be our defensive thingy attached to increased duration. We have generosity attached to anger over here. I was actually thinking of what else? Probably a Arctic armor. Not exactly sure. Didn't really implement it. We have Calling Strike attached to Ice Golem, and then Lightning Golem over here, which is also attached to an item rarity support, so that when these two minions call the monster, we get that item rarity support gem, which increases the rarity of the item that the monster will drop. So that's going to be pretty amazing. And then finally, we have Ball Lightning attached to Curse on Hit, greater multiple projectiles. Our curse will be, of course, the flame ability. So I guess that's about it. These are my flasks. Nothing really special. I do have the what do you call this? The sulfur flask, which creates a consecrated ground. For an additional defensive, defensive part of the build. So I guess that's about it for the build. Did I forget anything? I hope I didn't. I did discuss the skill gems again as much as possible. If you guys could get the elegant hubris, that would be great. Alright, that's about it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm going to see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one.